Guys, I am super excited to be here. Today actually marks 5 months ago today that I was introduced to this amazing product. And honestly, Fix has changed. It's fixed me, if I'm being very honest. Um, so my background is I'm a mom. I have two great kids. They're in their close to their 30s. I have a husband, I have a dog, and I've worked in the healthcare field pretty much all my life. I've worked from little kids all the way up to the elderly. And so stress is a part of my life. And I like to call myself like a closet stressful person. I smile my way through everything and I don't really I think in my head, I'm not letting it get to me. And unfortunately, that all kind of came to like a total. I hit a brick wall in 2023. Things kind of unraveled. I had a sick father, not going to go into it, but I took care of him. Unfortunately, he passed away from cancer. Then, about 8 months later, my husband was in a car accident, was hit by a drunk driver. So, again, more stress, more caregiver. My world was falling apart, but internally, I just was like, smile, suck it up, and do what you got to do. That's how you were made. Um, then, about after a couple surgeries, 3 months into it, he was diagnosed with cancer, and it's just was like one thing after another after another. And I wasn't sleeping. I felt like there was doom. There was total doom in my life. I didn't know when the next thing was going to drop, right? So I just kept on facing it, just kept on working through it. But about a year ago, I started to have, I don't know if you could see this, a wicked, wicked rash on my face. Couldn't get rid of it. Every time I hit a stressful moment, it would totally throw me out. I would have a wicked rash. I'd go through swollen glands. Um, it was just really painful, very sore. And what I ended up, the doctors couldn't figure it out if it was eczema, psoriasis. It even went down to lupus, which scared me totally. I started on Fix in August, and I kid you not, I the first time taking it, that first day, it was like take your favorite place where you go to that brings you calmness. And that's what it was for me. I felt an inner calm that I hadn't felt in the longest time. Um, that night I slept like I never had slept before, and I continue to sleep. I found within about 3 weeks, I was feeling like, oh, I could breathe again, no heart palpitations. About 3 months in, my foot pain from arthritis gone, and I didn't even notice that. About 4 months in, my knee pain, I should have had a knee replacement. I'm wearing heels now. But the biggest thing is this whole time, this hasn't come back. And right now, I'm in the midst of my poor mama's on hospice, and I'm her caretaker. And the past 3 days have been wicked horrible, the kind that shake you internally. And typically, I would wake up and I would have this rash all over my face. And I'm not having that. And I'm thinking clearly. I'm thinking about how I can help her and not get the emotions. Yeah, the emotions are there, but I have to tell you, Fix has been an absolute life changer for me. And we've been using Fix with my husband as he's healing as well. So and he feels great. So it's a win-win for us. And I want to go into depth in this, but I won't. But all I could tell you is this product has changed me in so many ways. I typically use one dose a day. The past week, it's been twice because I need it. And I want to keep my face where it is, right? I don't want to have that rash. So I'm so thankful that I found this. Kylie, the fact that I asked you what you were doing, and then you told me, and then I looked it all up, and I was like, "Oh, this stuff is amazing." So I thank you. I'm internally grateful for this opportunity, and I'm so happy to share with you. If you have stress, don't be a closet stressor. Just get on Fix, and you'll be amazed how every month it changes, and you start to see great things. So Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, Marianne, I just love you so much. Thank you so much for
Oh, yes, that was so funny. Thank you, Kylie, for inviting me on board. It's just unbelievable. I keep wondering what else is being worked on and when is it going to be exposed, whether it's via blood tests or just physical experiences. So, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Cindy Vandenbard, for those of you who have not heard my testimony. I have actually been dealing with health challenges since I was 33 years old, and I'm now going soon to be 72 in a month. And my most it started me on a journey to learn more about my body and to learn how to find natural ways to get off of medications because of the challenges that I've had. I've been on as high as 23 meds in one day, every day in one day. And of course, everyone knows there's always side effects, and there's more meds that take care of the side effects, and more meds that take care of the side effects. And I can start out by saying that as of now, I am only on one medication, and it's one that's required because I'm a liver transplant recipient and will be celebrating my 12th anniversary in May. So I told Kylie what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down my list. I'm just going to give you bullet points of things that I have physically experienced and I'm physically aware of, and then the things that were discovered through blood tests because I have blood tests done every 3 months and I have an annual checkup once a year for my liver transplant. So, and then I'll share with the newest thing that has shown up. So here we go. Within day two of taking Fix, I had deep, restful sleep. And now what I'm doing is wearing my Apple Watch so I can actually measure it. I have more deep sleep and REM sleep than I've ever had my entire life. It just shocks me to see the increase in the amount of deep sleep I get every night. I have that unexplainable calm that Mary Ann was talking about, even when I'm going through trying times, which is even now. And it's just hard to explain the calm that you feel. And I too was suffering from heart palpitations, which now are less than 2% per week. And so I'm pleased that I don't have to do the things that the doctors were wanting me to do as a result of my being able to decrease my heart palpitations. So, deep restful sleep, unexplainable calm. Okay. I used to have intestinal issues. I have no intestinal issues anymore, no stomach issues. I have regularity in my bowels. I have no brain fog. I have mental clarity. I'm better focused in the morning when I wake up. I don't have to drink something to get that. I automatically wake up with that, which I am pleased that I don't have to take something to get that. I wake up with it automatically. I have energy without any stimulants because there's no stimulants in the Fix, and Fix is the only product that I take. There's no, my nails are stronger and growing faster. I had had a bacterial infection that landed me in the hospital this summer, and I was on antibiotic infusions that were so heavy dosed that I was losing my hair. And now I have new hair growing get back in again. And again, I'm not having to take some other product to get hair growth. It's coming from the Fix. And the other thing that the infection did was it damaged my lower spine bones and it damaged my abdominal muscles as well and caused me a lot of discomfort. And I wasn't able to get rid of it, whether I was taking what they were giving me to take and or muscle relaxers. It's gone when I started on the Fix. Within a day, it was gone. I have no menopausal symptoms anymore. I've lost weight and inches. And I used to suffer from severe joint discomfort. I don't have any of that anymore. So that's the stuff that I'm physically feeling, documented proof through Mayo Clinic and blood tests that I had. Um, Based on the science, based on the side effects that come from the anti-rejection med that I take daily. My blood pressure is lowered and in normal range. I was diagnosed with fatty liver tissue disease on my new liver. My visceral fat was at 8%, and it's now down to 2%, and they consider 5% normal. So I have no fatty liver tissue disease. And remember, we can't make claims. This is my personal testimony. My lipid panel, I have had high cholesterol for over a year and a half, and I've always eaten clean and could not change that. And now it's normal. So my lipid panel, my high cholesterol is gone. Insulin resistance, my A1C dropped from 6.8, which has been that way for years, is down to normal at 5. And then of course I have proof that my hormones are balanced and normal, including my THS. And the newest thing I discovered was I was having eye strain problems with my other glasses that I used to wear. And I was like, I'm just on the phone too much, on the computer too much. My eyes are just burned out. And I decided one day I was wearing a specific outfit, and I thought, I wanted to wear a different pair of frames, not realizing that I grabbed an old set of frames. They were an old prescription from 2 prescriptions past. And guess what? I see clear as a bell. My eyes don't hurt. They are not tired. Everything is like nothing's foggy and I don't have to squint. So I was like, yay. So I even have a new prescription I'm supposed to get filled because my eyes got worse. I didn't even fill it, thank goodness. And I don't have to now because I went backwards. So that's my newest thing that just happened 2 weeks ago.
Gosh,
So
ladies and gentlemen, the miracle of MPT. That I had not heard that one yet. That is insane, girl.
well, I even went on Abundant Living and asked, has anyone seen their eyes improve? And then I had several people say yes. And one gal, she even had the measurements of how improved her eyesight became as a result of being on Fix.
That is
So
absolutely incredible.
there you go. You just
So
never
somebody
know.
was asking in the comments, Cindy, how long have you been taking Fix?
Since August, middle of August.
So about 5 months.
And the test results, those were done 2.5 months after I started taking the Fix, because that was back in October.
Wow.
So
Absolutely.
it's true what Dr. Ben Bowers said, the longer you're on it, the more changes you will see. So I can't wait to see 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, what else could happen, especially when he was talking about in his one video about turning your DNA around to back, especially if you're in your 70s, turning your DNA to your younger years, from 30 on. Wow. Wow.
Absolutely incredible. Cindy, thank you so much. You just light me
You're
up. Your story is so much fun.